Hi guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today we are going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look right here. I haven't done a makeup tutorial in a while, so it felt really good to sit down and film. I used the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, which is a beautiful, beautiful palette. It's so amazing. The shadows blend out beautifully and the shades are just so stunning. They're so fun and brightly colored and so different than anything I would normally use. So I really enjoy this palette, and if you enjoy watching this makeup tutorial, then make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. So let's get straight on to it. I'm going to be using the Philosophy Renewed Hope in a jar, and this is a really nice moisturizer, and I'm going to be putting this in the T-zone of my face where I am mostly dry, and most of it's going to go on my forehead because my forehead is the most dry spot on my face. And then I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Hangover Primer, and this primer is amazing. I put this all over my face. I don't really even necessarily care for primers that much, but this one I love because I use it basically as a moisturizer because it has coconut in it, so it really moisturizes your face and it does keep my makeup on, so it's just an added bonus. It's amazing. And then I go in with my MAC Strobe Cream, and I put this basically all over where I moisturize in my T-zone area, and then I put it at any points of my face that I highlight as well, because I like to be extra greasy and dewy and glowy before I put my makeup on, because like I said, dry skin is not a good combination when you mix it with makeup and powders that you put on your face. So we start with a greasy base first. And then I'm going to take my Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray, and I spray this all over my face, and then I kind of pat it into my skin because I feel like it melts everything together, all those moisturizers and everything together, so the face is completely ready for the full face of makeup that we're going to put on. So we are going to start on the eyes today, because if there's any fallout we can just wipe it away before ruining any of the makeup. So I am taking this Lancome concealer. It's the Camouflage Concealer. I don't necessarily know how to pronounce it because it's all bougie and extra. So then I'm going to take the M43 Morphe brush and a bone colored eyeshadow. This one is from the ShanXO BH Cosmetics palette, and as you can tell, it's very loved. I use it to set my concealer in place before putting eyeshadow on, so the eyeshadow stays on really well. So now we're going to go in with the beauty herself, the Desert Dusk palette, and I am going to take the shade Musk to start off with. And I'm going to take this shade on a Morphe brush, a more dense Morphe brush. It's the M573, and I am going to blend that into my crease and on the outer corner of my lid. And as you can tell, I really deepen this up and darken it up and get it really nice and blended in there. Then I take the shade Saffron, which as you can tell is like more of a brighter red color, and I put that deeper in the crease, blending it up in with that Musk shade, but I also want to keep it lower in the crease so it's not as harsh higher in the crease. And I'm using a Morphe M518 brush, and as you can see, I switched my brush again to the Morphe E17 because I wanted more of a dense, smaller brush to get more precisely in there. And I just take that brush that I originally started with and I blend everything together. Sorry, this is kind of fast paced, but I wanted to keep it short and simple. So I'm just blending that out, as you can tell. Then I'm taking that same Lancome concealer again, and I am taking a flat shader brush and I am just putting this all over my crease. So you can kind of be messy with those first shades because you're going to clean it up with the concealer and do like kind of a cut crease. So then we're going to go back in with the blending brush and we're going to blend out the crease one more time just to make sure that there's no more concealer on there. And then the fun part, we bring in the purples, and this is the shade Royal, and I'm taking that on a Morphe M210 brush. And I also wet down my brush with Fix Plus to give it more of a bang and more of a pop. Just make it more pigmented and more foiled look. And don't worry, I know it looks really crazy right now, but I promise you in the end it looks really cool. And then I'm going to take this Urban Decay flat shader brush. This came in like the Naked 3 palette, I believe. And we're going to wet this brush down as well and pick up the shade Angelic and pop it right on the center of our lid, blending out the edges a little bit so it's not as harsh. I went back in with the M210 brush and just kind of amplified it since this is a denser brush and just made it more pigmented. And you kind of just build it up until it's at the intensity that you like it. And I also go back in between the shade Angelic and the shade Royal, just getting the perfect balance, because I feel like you kind of lose some of the purple and red in there. So we just go back in with the crease again and add some of that saffron shade, the red shade, and really intensify it. And same with the purple, you want to go back in with the purple, and we're just blending out the edges. I made sure to clean out under my under eyes all the fallout with some makeup remover. And as you can tell, I have my eyebrows and lashes done already. I did them off camera because that's not really the focus. But if you're wondering, I used the Ardell natural lashes because I wanted a little bit of something. And now we're going to start with the face. I am taking the Tarte Rainforest to the Sea foundation in the shade Porcelain and a Real Techniques makeup sponge, and blending that out. I made sure to dampen my beauty sponge and completely blend that out till it's all nice and good. As you can tell, this is a pretty light coverage foundation, which I enjoy, but I go in with a more full coverage concealer in just 1 second, so it kind of gives it that more full glam, full coverage kind of look. And just ignore the pimple above my lip. We're just going to pretend it's not there. I cover it up in a second. So now we are going to take the Lancome concealer again. We are back with it, and I took a little bit too much of this under the eyes because it is a very, very full coverage concealer, so don't make that mistake. So I put that under my eyes, on my chin, around my nose, forehead, just anywhere where there's a little bit more redness or I want a little bit more coverage. I put that. And then we go in with the trusty Laura Mercier translucent powder and take up a different beauty sponge and sort of bake. We're lightly baking under the eyes. Basically everywhere you just put the concealer, we're baking. And then we're gonna go in with a huge Morphe brush, which is the E41. This is a huge powder brush, and we're just gonna lightly dust some of the same powder all over my face just to set the foundation and concealer in place. And then we take this random Morphe brush from a Morphe set, and we use this to bronze our face with the Huda bronzer by Benefit, of course. What other bronzer would we use? And I'm just putting this on my cheekbones and forehead, every place that you want to be bronzed. And then we're baking right underneath to have a clean, sharp line as well. I'm going to take my Morphe little tapered brush, and we are going to remove all the baking that we did under the eyes, because we're going to go in with this blush by the Sephora collection, and this is in the shade Love at First Sight. And I'm taking this cute little Morphe brush and blending my blush out with it. That's a tongue twister, blush brush. And I went in a little heavy with this, but don't worry, we blended out with this e.l.f. powder brush, which is very beat up. Obviously it's well liked. And we just blend everything together so it looks all smooth and nice. And there was a little pink around my face area, so I felt like I should clean it up with some powder around my lips and, you know, everything. We're going to take this really, really tiny Morphe brush and that first shade that we went in with, that musk shade, and we are going to blend that right under the lower lash line. Making sure to smoke it out a little bit. And then we are going to go in with that shade Saffron as well, and lightly, like I mean just the smallest amount to make it just a little bit more warm. Same brush, blending it out, doing the exact same thing. And then we go in with the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash, that's what it is. And we are just coating our lower lashes with that. And oh my gosh, you guys, this is my favorite highlighter right now. It is so good. Shout out to Kalea for getting it for me. But it is so good. Like, you can just see how nice it is. This is the Flower Beauty, like, little I don't know what they call it, face palette in the shade light to medium, and everybody needs this highlighter. It's like super inexpensive and you can get it at the drugstore. As you can tell, the bronzer broke before I could even use it, but I'm pretty sure you can get this at Ulta and Walmart, and I dust this like all over my face to make it look like I am glowing, and it just gives you this nice seamless inner glow look. And it's so cheap and so nice, and it's probably one of the best highlighters I've ever used. So I just use it to make me glow. And it's amazing, so you need to get it. It's by Flower Beauty. Did I say that? I don't know. So now I'm going to set my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel, Clear Brow Gel. And as you can tell, I went a little overkill on the brows today. I was just having too much fun. I made them a little bolder than usual, but that's okay. We are going to set our face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I feel like setting your face is such an essential because it melts like all the powders together and makes you not look so powdery and cakey, and it's so nice. My favorite is the Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray, but I ran out. So now I'm going to be taking the Candy K lip liner by Kylie Cosmetics, and I'm going to outline my lips, and then I just fill in with this lip liner as well because I was just feeling it. I like the color of it. And then I am going to take a MAC lipstick in the shade Please Me. I believe this is Please Me. Yes, it's Please Me. This is the matte Please Me. And I'm just kind of dabbing this in the middle of my lips, blending that lip liner in, making it a little bit more matte. And that's all, folks. And this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial, seeing just this quick and easy, but yet fun and full glam look that I created. And I just love it. It's like a halo kind of, I don't even know what you'd call this. It's like brightly colored and fun, and I was just having fun. I was feeling myself, and that's what makeup's all about, am I right? Just having fun and trying new things. I know that it's nothing super insane, but it's still super fun and I enjoyed it, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as well. Using the Flower Beauty highlighter again to highlight my shoulders and everything, so you need to try this highlighter. Now I look like this and I have nowhere to go. So that's the end of this tutorial. Make sure to go buy the Huda Beauty Desert Dust Palette if you take anything from this video, and the Flower Beauty highlighter. And if you're on a budget, the highlighter is perfect, so get yourself these products. They are amazing. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, then make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content from me. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.